Speaking of a good movie, we saw Sonic the other day.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, what that was a surprisingly great movie.
I enjoyed it a lot.
And I like the fact that it was a video game movie as well.
Yes, and it was a video game movie that gamers actually had their say in.
Yep.
Which is a rare thing in Hollywood. Very rarely you get to have your say in a movie. But for those that weren't following it, the first Sonic renders of what the character would look like in live action were not the best.
They were downright terrible.
Terrifying, and even
there's no way I was gonna watch the movie if he looked like that.
Could you imagine how as good as that movie was? You could imagine how if Sonic had looked terrible, how distracting that would have been.
Very. I don't think I'd have been able to watch it. I wouldn't have watched it probably.
Yeah, we wouldn't.
I'd have missed out on such a great movie.
Yeah, because it was actually good, very entertaining, and it looks like there's gonna be a sequel. So that's
I mean, I'm sure they made more than what they wanted them to make. So that's always a good sign for a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the movie The Quiet Place. That movie had such a low budget and it made so much money. Is why they're doing the sequel. Because the movie did so well. Awesome. And the budget was so low.
Yeah.
So that's always like if there's a movie you like, try to some form support that movie. Whether it's going to watch it, a couple times,
buying the DVD or whatever.
Buying the DVD, if there's a movie you truly enjoy, support it, because if you want the sequel, that's what you got to do. That's what it takes.
Yeah, Sonic very entertaining.
Jim Carrey.
I like. That's first off. Yeah, Jim Carrey he carried that movie. The entire movie was on his back, and
he truly showed his comedic genius.
he was in rare form again, and it's good to see. I mean, this man was awesome.
That's the Jim Carrey I like. I like when, he's done a couple movies and some been hit, some been missed, but that form of Jim Carrey where when he's in the right place and he's hitting his stride, unstoppable.
Yeah, and
can't do no wrong.
You would think that in this day and age, like that kind of comedy wouldn't be relevant today, but he just finds a way to
make it
to still be relevant, to still be, even if it's quirky, whatever. Like that's what you watch Jim Carrey for.
Yes,
that, and it could still be relevant. It's still very entertaining,
and it's something that I don't think anyone could pull off.
Exactly. Nobody else, like if you somebody else acting like that, you'd be like, that's kind of distracting. It's kind of weird.
It's corny and it's gut, but Jim Carrey just has a way of being him. Like that's him. That's why it's called comedic genius, because that's his genius. Nobody can do what he does, in my opinion.
Facts.
I mean, I don't know. He has been number one comedians in my book. He has to be.
He's definitely up there.
He's in terms of legends that's still alive. I mean, of course, when it comes to comedy, there's different comedies where there's some people that do movies well, but not so much stand up, and there's some people that do stand up well and not so much movies.
Or TV shows or whatever.
Or TV shows or whatever it is, acting, I should say. So there's different comedic geniuses in different ways. But he's definitely up there in my book. Just his whole, yeah. I really enjoyed that movie.
Enjoyed it a lot.
And you would think that a role like I'm even surprised he took the role, because something like that to me seems like it's below him. He seems like such an accomplished actor.
On paper, it sounds that way and it seems that way, but seeing him in the role, I was like, oh, it's perfect.
Exactly.
It was perfect.
I'm still curious as to why you choose that role, because it just doesn't seem, again,
a role that he would choose.
A role that he would choose. I mean, there's so many roles come up over time. But I don't know. I guess maybe something in the script that he connected with, and he decided to run with it.
Yeah.
I'm glad he did.
Yep. Made the whole movie. Can't wait for the sequel.
Yep. Good job.
Yeah.
And well, no, I don't want to. I was saying something, but I don't want to spoil too much of the movie.
Oh, okay.
But without saying, I would say, like, can you imagine how somebody else would have looked if they stayed with that look? If Sonic was the original look, how that would affect?
Oh,
you know what I
mean? Yeah, I know exactly what you're.
How bad would that have been?
Oh,
Anywho,
Terrible.
this is a shameless plug, but go watch the movie. It is what it is. We
Yeah.
didn't get paid to
Endorse it.
endorse it, but whatever.
It's a video game movie.
It's a video game movie.
We support all things video games.
All
So
things video games.
it's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Kids, adults, everyone, it's a good time.